Hello there! So, if you've been playing Dragon City, I'm sure you've already seen some of the new Black Friday stuff that's currently going on. And because there is just so much different stuff going on during this time, I thought that I would come in and make sure that you're not missing anything of importance, because Black Friday can be a huge event for all players, especially depending on how lucky you get with these Black Friday chests. But essentially, a lot of Black Friday revolves around these special Black Friday tokens, and as it states here, collect the amulets, I should say, to earn some huge rewards. Golden amulets are harder to obtain, but they could get you the new heroic karma, and that's what most of Black Friday is about. If you check the new Dragon Master Pass or Divine Pass, we have this brand new High Master Karma Dragon, which is a heroic karma, which sounds pretty OP. And it is. So obviously they're going to make this dragon as pay to win or close to pay to win as they can possibly make it. But there is the chance that you can get this dragon through the special Black Friday chest. And so, of course, with the Divine Pass, there is the unpaid version. There is the paid, the premium version. But then there is also the Elite Pass version. And of course the Elite Pass is like £50, which is probably like $70, which gives you a skin and other event items and orbs for the new dragon. The Premium Pass version will give you the dragon. It doesn't really give you any orbs, but it does give you a Golden Master Chest as well. If you don't want to be spending the money, there are ways to give yourself the best chance of getting this. Namely, we've got the free stuff in the free rewards bit. We start off with a new Black Master chest, which you do have the chance of getting some orbs for High Master Karma. It's just unlikely. And then we've also got some Black Friday amulets in the free section of this pass, which you will definitely want to be picking up. Later on, we do also have a golden amulet, and then some more silver amulets. And further down, we actually have a golden master chest for free, which also gives you the chance to get the High Master Karma Dragon outright. But again, the chances are quite low. So the more of these that you manage to get, more amulets, more chests opened, the higher your chances are going to be. But when you're free to play, the amount that you can get is going to be quite limited. But we do have the Dragon Master Pass you can get some from, so definitely make sure that you're doing all of your daily goals, because they do reset. Make sure you're doing all of those, and the weekly goals as well. Make sure you are doing as many of those as you possibly can. We've got all of those that you can do, like hatching dragons of common. That's super easy. Leveling up a dragon with ice element, super easy, and that's 110 points. So you can really stack up your Divine Pass and make sure that it gets done. On top of that, we also have this thing called Global Challenge, which I think some people have not really paid enough attention to, where it says, take part with Dragon Masters from all across the globe to get as many points as possible. And so, if we go into see progress here, you'll see that it says, join the challenge and get 1 point for each breeding. And this is a good way to get some bonus amulets as well, because you'll see that there is a global score, which will give us an amulet and potentially a dragon, which I've already got Yin. But there is an individual score section, and this event only lasts for a week. But in this, depending on how many of these breeds you do, you can get yourself some of the regular amulets and also golden amulets, and also Yang. I've also got Yang already, so I don't care about him, but all of the other rewards definitely worth picking up. And so the way that you can actually get points for this is the light and dark elements must be included in either of the parents. So essentially you just need to use light and dark during the breed. And so, for instance, if you want to go for a specific breed, you could use something like this. For example, I've got this dragon that's got light plus dark, and I've bred that with a fire dragon. It's not the most optimal breed ever, but if you want to do, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone, go for new breeds while you're doing it, you can do that. And you will see that this one did, in fact, count towards my challenge. It's given me a count of 1. But if you really want to get all of these unlocked, you know, we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 that we'll need to get up to get the amulets. That's going to require a lot of focused breeding. Easier if you've got the 12-hour time skips, but without them, it's going to be kind of tough. So you definitely want to be focusing on that. outside of the actual Black Friday thing itself, we do of course also have special breeding going on in the breeding event island with Super Darman and Kimby, and I know a lot of people are probably going for at least one of these if they don't already have them. Kimby in particular. Super Darman is available in the current maze event as well, so I know some people are going to be going for Super Darman in that and then breeding Kimby instead. So that is another thing to take notice of while all of this is going on, but that's not strictly Black Friday, that's just extra event stuff that's going on at the moment. And of course, with Black Friday going on, we also have some other bonus things happening. Namely, the main things are that we currently have a summoning happy hour going on, which is a big event usually for most players because it allows you to summon any dragon that you want as long as you only need the remaining 99 orbs for it that you can use as Joker orbs. And so of course you can summon heroics, you can summon legendaries, like I'm currently summoning a Titan dragon so that I can unlock the Primal Titan. So that is something you do not want to forget while this is on, because you know, with all the other stuff going on, it's very easy to forget that we currently have a summoning happy hour. Do not miss it. And for example, if you have a dragon that requires 200 orbs, you'll just need to make it so that you only need 99 Jokers or less to actually summon it. So, you know, for a 200 dragon, you'll need 101 orbs instead of 1 orb, and then you can fill out the remaining with Joker orbs. So that's how you can do it for any above 100, but make sure you don't forget about that. And with actual Black Friday stuff, if you go into the shop, there are loads of different dragon, air quotes, deals going on, and by that I mean you can buy a lot of different dragons in exchange for gems. Usually this isn't recommended unless you're like missing very few dragons and one of them happens to be in here and you've been saving up the gems, you know, then you could have a look through all of these, see if there's one that you want in particular and purchase it. Like maybe you want Arid for some reason. If you've saved up a load of gems, you could always spend it on that. And this is why it's always a good idea every year to save up your gems in preparation for Black Friday, so that you can pretty much buy any of these shop dragons if you really, really want a particular one of them. I wouldn't normally recommend making purchases like this because that's a lot of gems for one dragon, but if you have very few dragons left to get, some of them may pop up in here and it's a good way to get those remaining dragons without having to wait for specific events, so there's that as well. The other way that you can get amulets is actually through ad watching. And although it's not going to be very many, you can see that in this set of video ads, if we get to video number 21, we will be able to get our hands on a Black Friday amulet again. So then we can get a Black Friday amulet from the ads, you can get another one from the second set of ads that you watch, and then we have the actual collection event. And so you'll see that we have a collection event here, which we've got 5 out of 5 silver amulets, which there's quite a few of those available even for free-to-play players, and 5 of those gives you the ability to open one of these black master chests, which can give you heroic orbs for really good dragons like High Voodoo Vampire, obviously High Master Karma, High Corrupted Time, and then there are a few other different rewards that you can get out of this aside from just 5 heroic orbs, but 5 heroic orbs is still decent. You can get a couple of heroic orbs, legendary orbs, trading essence, kindergarten stuff, so you can get some really crappy rewards. Let's see if we can get one of the crappy rewards. Let's open up our first Black Master chest. What do we get? 10,000 food. So that is what can happen. Despite collecting all of these amulets, putting in all the time and effort, you can get screwed over. But you could also get up to 20 of these High Master Karma orbs. So even though it's unlikely, like most of these things with the chest drops in Dragon City, still worth doing, especially if you can get your hands on these amulets with relative ease from, say, the premium pass or the free pass version. And then we've also got every 10 you will get your hands on a golden Friday amulet, and every 5 golden amulets you will open the golden master chest, which is the big boy chest, which is the one that you want to be opening to try and go for High Master Karma. And then 75 of these, if you manage to get 75 golds, which I don't think it's doable free to play, and no matter what you do. But for anyone that does manage to get those, you will unlock the skin for this new heroic Karma Dragon, and you'll also get 100 heroic orbs, which, again, I don't think that's doable for the grand majority of players, but the rest of them are definitely doable. So, for example, after less than a day of this event, we can claim these ×5 amulets. So we're going to claim those, and obviously we've got the rest of the rewards from the pass as well. We got some gems. It's a shame that they nerfed this free pass last time, but, you know, could be worse. Let's open up another chest here. What do we get? Trade essence. So, you know, this is probably pretty average luck that's going to be going for most of us. But if there's that chance, and as long as you can get a few orbs of the dragon, you know, it'll put you towards getting this dragon eventually. But you need a lot of orbs for this dragon. I believe it's a 500 orb dragon. So, unless you get a full drop, it's going to take you a hell of a long time to actually get this dragon summoned. So do be aware of that. You will probably need a full drop if you want to have a realistic chance of getting that major heroic dragon. Another 10,000 food, but at least we'll take our golden amulet and maybe we'll get some better luck out of one of those golden chests instead. But we're already at 1 out of 5 for the golden amulet, so, you know, as we do more of these events, especially as we do things like that global challenge, it will give us the chance to get more amulets and get more stuff done. So it's going to be a lot of grinding and paying attention to what's going on, more or less, but that is the gist of what is going on right now. Just make sure that you are paying attention and getting all of these things unlocked because, you know, Black Friday only comes around once a year. Every time it does come around, I'm being told that it's quite similar in nature and, you know, you get the opportunity to get these really good dragons, even if the chance is very low. Of course, because they want to make it premium, but they still give the opportunity to some lucky players, which, you know, guess it could be worse, right? But outside of that, that is most of the Black Friday stuff that I've gone through. Of course, we've also got a heroic race going on right now, so make sure you don't forget about the heroic race while you're getting all excited about the Black Friday drops and everything. Hopefully you're going to get your hands on High Drowsy. If not, then at least I hope that you'll be at a reasonable ranking so that you can still get your hands on either High Drowsy or the other dragons, but, you know, the heroic's the main thing that you're going to want, probably, unless you just don't care for heroics for some reason. That's not me, but, you know, you do you at the end of the day. But I just wanted to highlight all of this stuff for any new players, because, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on, and if you get into all the Black Friday stuff, it's easy to forget about the breeding island. Although if you're a brand new player and you don't have ad skips, realistically breeding for the breeding event island dragons is going to be tough. Very tough. So don't expect it to go right, but if it does, be grateful. Like, if you see this dragon, say, try your luck, and you go for the breed, that will give you the chance to get this dragon. It's just the chances are very low. So keep all of that in mind while you are going through events this week. And I also hope that you got some nice orbs out of your Divine Orbs habitat. I got some Corrupted Ice orbs, which I guess I don't care too much, but could have been definitely worse. But all I have to say is best of luck to you, and all of this gold is triggering me. Sorry, Speedy and Grady, thank you. Thank you for removing that from my sightlines. I left that on my screen for way too long. But anyway, keep all of that in mind. Best of luck with all of your chest openings, and you know, make sure you're getting on the light and shadow breeding so that we can get this stuff unlocked and get everyone a free dragon, because why the heck not? Oh, and one last thing to remember is that we will be getting these Black Friday amulets for each day that we log in, and you'll see that from the 18th up to day 30 of this November calendar, we will be getting some extra amulets every single day. There's a golden one on this day, so you definitely want to be logging in every day. I thought I would quickly throw that in there with it in case I didn't mention it and then you forget to log in. I have warned you. Make sure you're logging in. Fantastic.